I'm Antonette Aquino. I'm a registered financial planner, content creator, speaker, and these are my daily tech drivers. First up is my Hyper Quadcast X microphone. So this is one of my first purchases in my online setup during the pandemic. So I used to be a speaker on stage, and back then we had to transition. And you know, when you're on stage in front of an audience, first impressions are very important. So how we make a BAM entrance online is to make sure you come in the room with crisp quality, sound, and also a good quality camera. So that's why this one is one of my lifesavers, at least during that time, because this is actually an RGB microphone. It lights up, so it also serves as like a eye-catching distraction on the side pag nawala yung attention span. And yeah, at the same time, it just completes my entire talk. So next up are my action cameras. First, I have the Insta360 X2. So this one I bring with me when I travel. I like to make a lot of videos about how you can budget travel, and every time I travel to someplace new, I like doing a lot of adventurous activities. So last time I was in Tokyo, snowboarding. When I flew to LA, I went hiking. And of course, mahassle ka if you bring this type of camera. So this one, I like to bring with the mount. Also, when I bike abroad, I like to just place it there, and it shows a 360 view of everything. And I feel like that's a great perspective for viewers to watch because they feel like they're part of that experience. And then next up is my very first camera purchase, which is the Sony a6500. So one of my at least sideline, or at least hobbies that I like to do that de-stresses me is to just film everyday mundane things. When I travel, I used to bring this thing, and I like how it's also great for any adventure vlogs. I like to also do a lot of cinematic takes with it, and here I really learned how to push my creativity to another level. So yeah, these are my two cameras that I use on a daily, both for paid work and personal work. This is my iPad, so I like to use this for work whenever I go to client meetings, and every time I have to present pitches, then I use my iPad. And if you take a look at the wallpaper, it's actually my vision board. So I'm a huge believer of manifestation, and every time I put it in writing or I make a board out of it, most of the time it does come true. If not this year, then within the coming years. So I like to claim that these things are gonna happen this year. To travel to different places, save X amount of money, secret na lang yun. And yeah, there's also a few affirmations here, like I attract opportunity, and then there's also reminders of how to become a better you every day. So for me, this serves as a reminder of why I do what I do, and it pushes me through tough times, It reminds me why I hustle hard and why I continue to do it up to this day. This is my Sony WC500 headphone. So this is probably the 30th wireless headphones that I own because everything else isang piece na natitira. So now I'm more conscious of what I buy if I were to purchase something of quality, but also something that's handy. So this one, I like to use every day. So I like to listen to podcasts with it. I listen to podcasts more than I do music now because, every time I do the household chores or if I'm walking my dog, then I like to listen to conversations that help me, build new skills, expand my knowledge. And as a content creator, for us to be able to produce, we have to also consume as much. So that's why I like listening to podcasts with these headphones, and it's always with me, no matter I go. This is my Dyson Airwrap. I know, why is a financial planner owning something like this? Well, for me, I invest heavily in my looks because if I look good, then I feel good. And if I feel good, I perform a lot better. It's also a sign of respect to show up to a client or to show up to an audience looking presentable. You don't have to have your curls in place, but just iron out your clothes And that's exactly why I decided to purchase this thing, because really it's also time efficient. If let's say I have a meeting or a shoot within the next hour, I can get my curls done in 10 minutes. First, if my hair is wet, then of course I use the blow dry first. So this one is actually very hair friendly. It doesn't damage your hair because of how it's constructed. And then after I blow dry my hair, heat protectant, everything, and then I go for the curls. So there are 4 barrels. This one is for thin, short hair. And then this one is if you want to give it like a blowout look. So for me, every day I use the smaller ones, the big ones if I'm on a date. So this makes or breaks my look, and it helps me become presentable. You guys. Thank you so much to Paint It Fun for allowing us to use this space. Again, if you're interested to try out their fun activities, then do head on here to Unbox Green Hills Promenade. Okay, that's it. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. This is Antonette Aquino. If you're interested to follow anything about money, do follow me on Facebook, Antonette Aquino, Instagram, and TikTok. Thank you so much again. Bye-bye.